The camera shakes as Noah Elric leads his crew through the overgrown entrance of Facility Echo 6. Concrete corridors stretch endlessly, every step echoing in the chilling silence that seems to swallow their voices. Flashlights flicker erratically against walls scorched by fire, casting warped, monstrous shadows that twist and writhe. Time itself feels distorted, their watches slow, seconds stretching into an unbearable eternity. Deeper inside, a steel hallway emerges, lined with 6 massive blast doors. Doors 1 through 5 lie blown open, their edges twisted and blackened, as if scorched from some unholy fire within. But door 6 stands untouched, its surface flawless, humming softly with a faint, unnatural warmth. A crimson glow seeps from beneath, pulsing rhythmically, in time with a distant, haunting, childlike lullaby that drifts eerily through the corridor. The crew's breath fogs in the icy air, each exhale trembling with dread. On the floor lies a battered file, its warning scrawled in trembling, desperate handwriting. "Do not open door 6. The entity inside isn't a spirit. It's something older." Suddenly, without warning, the 6th door creaks open by itself, metal groaning in agonized protest. The camera lens fogs from the inside, and the lullaby grows louder, impossibly close, as if something unseen watches and waits just beyond the threshold. The camera's red light flickers weakly in the suffocating darkness. Noah's breath fogs the cold lens as he slowly pans across the chamber, the throne of bones looming like a monstrous altar carved from nightmares. On every wall, spectral figures twitch and stutter in endless loops of psychic test footage, their faces twisted in silent agony. Suddenly, Eric's head snaps toward the screen, his eyes wide, glassy and unblinking. His lips part, releasing a guttural hiss, words in no language Noah recognizes. Eric's voice slithers in and out of pitch, whispering syllables that coil in the listener's ears like living worms burrowing deep. The air thickens. The lights flicker violently, and static crackles through the speakers with a sinister rhythm. The footage on the wall freezes. The psychic woman, bleeding from her eyes, staring straight into the lens, her mouth moving in reverse. Then, in perfect, chilling clarity, she intones, "He knows you're watching." The room falls into an oppressive silence. Eric's body jerks violently, limbs stiffening unnaturally. Slowly he rises, feet leaving the ground, suspended by an unseen force. His voice deepens, echoing from every shadowed corner. 6 must enter. Only 1 may leave. Noah's hand trembles uncontrollably on the camera. Something ancient, malevolent, and hungry is watching back. The moment each explorer awoke, the pain in their necks was searing. Raw flesh, scorched with symbols that none could decipher. Noah's mark pulsed with a sickening heat, and every time he blinked, shadows writhed at the edge of his vision, whispering secrets he couldn't unhear. Sarah's sigil bled a slow black ichor, and as she screamed, her voice echoed twice, once from her mouth, once from the darkness behind her. Jacob's mark shimmered, distorting the air around him, making his hands flicker in and out of reality. Whenever he touched a wall, it spasmed like living flesh. Their reflections were gone, erased from every mirrored surface. The facility's lights dimmed with every step they took, as if the sigils themselves drank the electricity. Noah reviewed the footage, only static where faces should be, and in the background, a shape, impossibly tall, faceless, watching. Panic rose as they realized the sigils weren't just marks. They were keys, opening doors inside themselves, doors that should have stayed sealed. And with every heartbeat, something ancient pressed closer, hungry and patient. The corridor flickers with impossible echoes, distorting reality itself. Time fractures. Noah's camera captures the crew screaming in terror before the horror even begins. Their own voices, warped and pleading, seep from cracked walls, whispering secrets only they know. Suddenly, the static of an old radio bursts to life, hissing with the names of their dead, names they haven't spoken in years, names fading from memory. Panic grips them as they realize something is feeding, not on flesh, but on memory itself. One by one, their histories are gnawed away, erased from existence. The crew scrambles desperately, trying to anchor themselves to a crumbling reality. When one crew member finds footage of her own birth, her face stutters and glitches, as if she's already half erased from time. The horror deepens. If the devourer consumes your name, you were never born. Existence unravels like a fraying thread. In the flickering dark, Noah discovers a battered VHS tape labeled, "Your Last Day, Noah." Heart pounding, he forces it into a player. The static clears. He sees himself, dying, lost, screaming inside the unholy maw of Door 6. The devourer is already inside his mind, and there is no escape. Noah's flashlight flickers as he steps into the hallway, long, windowless, lined with doors rusted shut. The silence is absolute, so dense it feels like a weight pressing on the chest. Behind him, the camera crew mutters nervously. Then, from the darkness ahead, a voice, soft, pleading, unmistakably human, calls Noah's name. He spins, but the corridor is empty. Another voice, this time echoing from the vents above, whispers a secret only Noah knows from his childhood. Panic prickles in his skin. The crew's lights sweep the walls, revealing smeared handprints, red, fresh, impossibly high. The air grows cold, every breath turning to mist. Footsteps patter, but no one is there. The voices multiply, overlapping, some angry, some sobbing, all speaking in tongues that curl and twist through the mind. Noah's cameraman drops his light, backing away as a shadow peels itself from the wall, mouth agape, eyes brimming with silent screams. The hallway stretches, distorts, doors vanishing as the voices crescendo. Noah realizes with horror the voices are his own, splintered, desperate, clawing to escape. Noah staggers through flickering corridors, the sirens now a distant, pulsing heartbeat, echoing in his ears. Door 6 looms at the end, scarred, ancient, and impossibly cold to the touch. He hesitates before the heavy steel, his breath catching as shadows ripple and twist beneath it like living things. Summoning every ounce of courage, he pushes through. The world beyond is not an exit, but a vast, churning void that seems to swallow all light. The walls writhe with black veins pulsating beneath a thick, suffocating air filled with static whispers that claw at his mind. Noah's reflection flickers in a fractured mirror on the far wall, but the face staring back is not his own. It's Eric's, calm, distant, and haunting. Noah's hands tremble violently as he lifts the camera. The lens feeds back a twisted, nightmarish image. Eric walking, head bowed, moving steadily toward a blinding light, leaving Noah trapped behind. The floor beneath him dissolves into nothingness. Noah falls, screaming, into an endless spiral of echoing voices, each one calling his name, each one warped, not quite human. Meanwhile, at home, Eric sits before a glowing screen, uploading the footage. The video blurs, glitches, and shifts unnervingly. As viewers watch, the room behind them darkens. From their speakers, a cold, sinister voice whispers, "Only one may leave." The sixth door creaks open once more, and the cycle begins anew.